Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be doing a simple makeup look. I will be trying my darndest to show you guys how to do it in an easy way to do some easy natural makeup. It's not too much work, not too hard, nothing complicated in this look. So let's go ahead and get into it. So today I'm also halfway trying out some of the products I got in my Ipsy bag, and if you want to see that video is already up on my channel. Go check it out. It's just me talking about if Ipsy is worth it and what comes with Ipsy. Alright, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So first off, primer. Now it does not need to be this. This is an expensive primer, so you don't need to have this. Get whatever primer you think you like, but just get a primer. This one's the Professional primer. If you want a cheap primer, just go to Walmart. Wet n Wild has a decent primer there. It's like a pore filling primer. It's really nice. So you can go and try that out. Go ahead. I rub this into my skin. Now with primers, some people just use a brush to put it on, some people use fingers. If you're putting makeup onto another person, it's probably best to use a brush just as it's more sanitary, but if it's yourself, I prefer to use my fingies. So I feel like it places the product into your skin more. Alright, so primer is on. Next, you want to use a foundation. Now this is going to be a simple natural look. Generally you'd want to use a BB cream or something like that, but since I have a lot of redness in my skin and acne scars and some acne, I like to use more of a coverage foundation or a better coverage foundation. So today I'm going to be using the Mega Cushion foundation from Wet n Wild. It's in the shade Light Ivory. So I'm going to go ahead and take that, and personally for me, I like using sponges or beauty blenders. So I am just going into it with my sponge, and then you just want to start bouncing. Now when you have a beauty blender, you just bounce. You don't want to pull or drag, but you just want to apply it like so. You want to do this all over the face. Now when you're blending out your makeup, you want to make sure that you blend it kind of down your neck. You don't have to blend it all the way down, but just kind of go to maybe here or so, and just make sure it's nicely blended so your neck and your face match. You don't want a harsh line of foundation right here. Like honestly, if I was walking around with, you know, something wrong with my makeup, or if it's not blended all the way, or something looks wrong, I want you to tell me. Let me know, because I don't want to be walking around looking like a fool. You fool! You fool! You fool! You fool! Okay, now that the foundation is on, you want to go ahead and grab your concealer. I am using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I'm using the shade Fair 2. Now with this, there's multiple ways you could go and conceal your face. Now the classic normal way of doing it is just putting it right here. Now you don't have to be fancy with it. You don't have to make any shapes or anything like that. But I like to drag it like this, and I like to do one eye at a time. Now it all depends on what concealer you're using, because some concealers don't go far, so you have to put a lot, and some do, so you only put like a little dab of it on. But like this, I like using a little bit more than usual. Go ahead and same thing with the foundation, just bounce that in your skin. And what you want to do, so once you have the concealer on, You want to focus underneath your eye, and you can go a little bit down here. So like a triangle. So focus in the inner corner. Take it back to there, right there. Take it back, go down the side of the nose, not your actual nose, but right here. And just kind of blend it in right there. Kind of just make sure everything is well blended. And it will brighten up your under eye area. So we're going to do the same thing with this side. Now, honestly, you can use as much as you want, but kind of be careful, because if you use too much, it will make your foundation and your concealer crease underneath your eye like crazy. And it'll end up just looking cakey. So make sure you be careful with how much you're using. And just like the same side, just like a triangle, bring it back and forth. I have a little bit of darkness like underneath my nostrils, so I like to kind of drag it down a little bit down there, not too much, and just blend it out. And now that area is all blended. Now what you can do also is just highlight certain areas of your face. So if you would want to do that, you would put like a strip right here on your chin, Cupid's bow, bridge of the nose, in the middle of your forehead. Alrighty. Now, once the concealing is done, if you have any rough spots or little issues with acne, you want to take a concealer that's about the same color of your skin tone, and you want to conceal those spots. Not a lot. Since I don't have a concealer that color, I will show you with my foundation. So you want to take a little bit. You can even do it on your finger if you want. Just take a little bit of that color and just dab it. Dab it where your problem area is and keep it directly in that area. After you're done with your concealer, you want to go and set everything. Me personally, since I do tend to crease a lot, I like to bake. Now, baking is pretty much just helping your makeup set and to stay in place. So you would take a larger amount of loose powder and put it and place it where the spots where you would crease or where you need more protection from oil, stuff like that. I'll show you exactly what to do, but for right now I am using the loose face powder COTY AIRSPUN. This is this powder you can get at Walmart, and I think you can get it at Walgreens now, I believe. Not sure, but alright guys. So before you go and start trying to set everything, you do not want to set your makeup if you have creases, because then you're just going to be setting the creases in place and then you'll just have set creases there the whole time, and you don't want that. So before you go and do that, make sure you go and blend out everything. Make sure everything is blended. I tend to crease more underneath my eyes than anywhere else, so I really try to make sure that is all blended out. Creasage is under control. So now right after you get done doing that, grab a good amount of powder and just set it on. You don't want to really rub it, just place it. Same with this side. It's kind of just like your concealer. When you put that on, you kind of go into like a triangle motion when you're blending it out. So that's kind of where you want to put it. For me, I'm oily right here in my T-zone, of course. So I like to press more into there and into my under eye area as well. Then what you can do, so I don't have eyeshadow primer. I don't usually go out and try to buy that. It's just an extra step I don't want to do. So I just go and put setting powder there, like I'm baking it as well, to act as that clean slate, to act as that primer, you could say, just to help everything kind of stay on better. And also what I like to do is I like to go to my problem areas and I like to set those as well, just to kind of make sure that the makeup doesn't budge there. Now I do have laugh lines, so I try to cover those up as well. And then I get oily on my chin, and then I get oily on my forehead. And then boom, there you go. So again, you want to place this powder wherever you know that you crease. So like me, I crease underneath my eyes, so I bake right there. I bake on the forehead, I bake in the laugh lines, and then I bake on my problem areas. Even if it's a natural look, I have to do this because I crease no matter what. If it's a natural look and I just try to, you know, bounce on a normal amount of powder, still crease. I just crease no matter what, I can't help it, can't move past it. So just gotta do that. Now, while this is all baking, what I like to do is I like to do my eyebrows, eyeshadow, and lipstick. Now for me, I already have eyebrows, so I just like to fill them in. If you have eyebrows already, you don't have to go and try to make a new shape. Just go ahead and fill in your natural brow, especially for a natural look, and it will look really nice. So then just go ahead, I'm going to do my brows and just start filling them in. So I got a little bit of bald spots here and there. So just pretty much work the pencil where you have your hairs. Like in the middle mainly, that's where you want to be. You don't really want to go and heavily do it like out at the line of your brow because it wouldn't look as more natural. And once you start going to this end of your eyebrow, you want to go a lot more light-handed to make it more natural looking. Use a light hand. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. Now once that's done, go ahead and take the brush and just blend it out. This is why I said to make sure just to keep it like in the middle of your brow, because you're going to go and blend it anyway, and the color is going to be spread out to where you have more sparse hairs like on the top or on the edges, so that it looks more natural. Oh, I did not mention this. By the way, I'm using the Goof Proof Brow Pencil from Benefit in the shade 5. Now we're gonna do the same thing with this brow, and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so my eyebrows are done. Alright, and then next we're gonna go ahead and go into eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go into my NORVINA palette from ANASTASIA Beverly Hills. And all I'm gonna do, I'll show you. I'm gonna take the brush that it came with. Now the brush I'm using is like a flat tip brush. It's just to put all the product all on my lid. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Incense. It's like a light brown color. And I'm just going to place this all over the lid. Now I'm not going to be doing much, it's just going to be a little bit. So I'm going to take the other end of this brush and I'm just going to blend it out. So same thing, taking Incense, placing it on the lid. Now again, when you're putting this on the lid, you don't really want to just rub across it, because all the product is a lot easier for it to just dust down onto your face. So just like the Beauty Blender, you want to bounce and pat. And just pat it all over your lid. And then you want to take the fluffier side of the brush. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like this. Again, it doesn't need to be this brush. Just find something like this. So you can take it and then you can just blend it out. The Real Techniques have a really good, or they have a decent brush set that you can use. Their brushes are good, their blender, their sponge is really nice. It's always a cheap alternative you can go to. So you want to take the blending brush and you just want to do windshield wiper movements. So you kind of want to take it a little bit over your lid, so it's kind of like what we call the crease. Like right when you open your eyes, that is where your crease is. So you just want to take it and just work it right there. Honestly, I'm hating that blending brush. Alright. So, now for the blending brush, I'm using the Morphe 510. Morphe has great brushes. They're cheap. They're not expensive at all. That's better. That's a lot better. Alright. Now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and take Volatile. It's like more of a chocolate, dark chocolate shade. I'm just gonna take this, the flat brush again, and I'm just gonna put it right here in the inner corner. So you just wanna carefully place it right there. And take your blending brush again, and just blend it right there. Back and forth. You don't want to bring it all the way around. You just want to do it right here in the inner corner. It helps open up your eyes. Helps make them look a little bit bigger. And just blend it right there. It also gives your eye more dimension, so it's not just all one shade. Now after we're done with that, we're actually going to be going in and we're going to be placing little detail work. Now trust me, the detail work is not hard. All you have to do is take a highlight or like a highlight shade from your eyeshadow palette. I'm using the Morphe highlight that I got from my Ipsy bag. Taking this in the shade Spark. I'm taking it with the tip of the flat brush I was using. I'm just going to be placing it right underneath my brow bone. Right here, right underneath your eyebrow. This gives you a nice little highlight. So now that that's done, you want to take it and you would go to your inner corner and just place it right into your inner corner. Now you don't even need to have a brush for this part. You can just take your pinky and just put it in it right there. And it gives it that nice glow. Alright, so I did a little bit something extra while I was working with the small details. I got a little bit overboard. Let me show you exactly what I did. I sprayed the flat tip. I put it back into the highlighter. And then I just patted and wiped. And you just want to put it all on your lid right here and stop where that darker shade is that we put in there, that darker chocolate shade. You don't want to cover that up. And if you want to do some touch-ups after you get done putting on that highlight, go back into that darker shade, Volatile, and just place it right there, blend it out a little bit with your finger, and you're good to go. Now that that's done, we're going to go into doing the lip liner. I am using the lip liner from Huda Beauty, the Lip Contour shade Trophy Wife. So with your lip liner, what you want to do is you just want to line the edges of your lips. You do not want to overline, just line the natural edges of your lips, and that will help seal in your lipstick so it won't bleed. It'll help you kind of follow the outline of your lips better, so it helps you kind of perfectly place it so it's not, you know, going out of your lips, it's not weirdly shaped, anything like that. Now, for all my thin-lipped girls out there, what's up? I'm your girl Lindy, also thin lips. Now, I do overdraw my lips a little bit on the top of my lips because my top lip is non-existent. It doesn't exist. It's not there. So guess what? I gotta draw on my own lips because I like to have thick lips. No, not Kylie Jenner lips, but thicker natural lips. That's what I like. So that is what I draw on. So if you do have thin lips, I will show you what to do. Let's go ahead and get into it. Now, with the lips, like I said, You want to follow the natural line of your lips. So I'm going to go to the bottom lip and just follow the natural line. Now, I am a perfectionist when it comes to my lips, so it takes me forever to do my lips. Sometimes I just wish I had naturally big lips and I could just whoop, 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 put on my lipstick and I'm good to go. But no. It kind of helps it lock into place, kind of like an eyeshadow primer and something like that. So I just like to kind of fill it out with the lip liner. Now it's now to the hard part, the non-existent lips. So, where you have those divots that show where the corners of your top lips are, like right here. Like I have 2 lines right here showing where my cupid's bow is. So you want to take, right here, it's in the middle of your lip. You want to take the lip liner. You want to meet it to where that crease is, to where that divot is. So that is where your natural lip, that's where the top of your natural lip goes. So you want to just line it to that. And then follow your natural lip down. So I like to overline my cupid's bow, and then I will slowly start to meet up with my natural lip to make it look like it's my actual lips and that I don't have duck lips. Because if you try to go and make it thicker on the sides, you'll just eventually have like these thick duck looking lips. So just try to line like that. Alright, so everything seems to look good. But now that this is done, now that it's all filled in, I'm going to go in with my lipstick, and it is the lip crayon from my Ipsy glam bag that I got. It's from MANNA, and it's in the shade Belle. So we're just going to take this and we're going to go ahead and just apply it to the lips. Oh. Ooh. That's actually really pigmented. So just like the lip liner, just follow the outline that you made with your lip pencil. Just follow that. And make a very unattractive face as you're trying to put it on. This is actually really nice. I like this a lot. Alrighty, so the lips are done. Now that we're done filling them in and everything, we're gonna go ahead and knock off all the bake. So go ahead and take a foundation brush. I am using the Morphe E41, and then I am going to take the ColourPop No Filter Sheer Pressed Powder in the shade Fair, and I'm going to be grabbing from a little bit from that and just kicking off the bake, and also adding powder to wherever I want it. Same thing with this though, you want to use light hand, you don't want to be like going into it, so I feel like that would just move around your makeup more and you don't want that. And go ahead and just put some powder down there a little bit. Just bounce on some powder on your nose. Now me, personally, I need powder everywhere because during the day, the longer I wear my makeup, the more my T-zone gets oily. So I need to have some type of powder on. So now that that is done, we're gonna go ahead and go into our blush. And the blush that I'm using today is the Milani's Coral Cove powder blush. It's a nice pinky color. So we're gonna take that same brush, just coat it, make sure you kind of dab it off on the palm of your hand just so you don't go accidentally crazy nutso with the blush. You just want to carefully just dab that on right on the apples of your cheeks. You want to focus the color right here, right at the front of your cheek, and then work out. You want the majority of the color right here. You don't want to be going, you don't want a lot of color right here. Alright. And just make sure you have that nice and blended out. And then whenever you accidentally put on a little bit too much blush, what you can do is you can take that blender or that sponge you use to pack on your loose powder, your loose settings powder, and you can just blend it out with that. If you really did go a little bit overboard with the blush, the powder kind of helps dilute it a little bit so it's not as crazy looking. Now that that is done, we're going to go in with the same brush and we're going to take our bronzer. And our bronzer we're using today is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. This is in the shade, well, it's either in the shade Light Bronzer or it's called MURUMURU Butter Bronzer, which might just be the type of bronzer that it is. But this bronzer is super easy to work with. It's really hard to go overboard with this. We're going to take it with the same brush and we're just going to focus it right underneath our blush, and then we're going to go and pull it all the way up here. So you want to take it and go right into the outer corners of your face, just right there, and make sure you blend it back into your hairline so there's not like a harsh line of bronzer and then just your normal skin tone. And we're just gonna put it right there. Just make sure it's all blended. You want to go ahead and put it right there. You don't want to drag it down right here because you do not want to look like you have a beard for one, and it's not very attractive right here. That's not where you want to put it. You just want to make sure you put it right here, not right here. And there we go. All right. Now that that's done, we're finally going to go into our highlighter, my favorite part of the day. I'm going to be taking the Morphe R10. It's like this nice little flat brush. I'm going to be taking that, and I'm going to be taking, again from Ipsy, my Morphe Spark highlighter. And grab a good amount of that. And you want to focus it on your cheekbones, the high points of your face. Focus it mainly right here. You don't want to pull it all the way in because it'll just make you look oily right here. So just keep it right here. Just blend it out and then take it and just bring it up to right here, right at the corner of your eyebrow, and then back around. Ooh. Oh my. Oh dear. Are you guys seeing this? Morphe, where have you been? Where have your highlighters been in my life? Now we're gonna do the same thing as this side. So then we're gonna do the same thing, take a little tiny bit, just place it on the chin right here. Then we're gonna take it on the tip and just place it right on the bridge of the nose and just lead it up. Try to focus it right on the tip. Then again, if it's too much, just take the beauty blender and blend it out. Oh, I love it. Alright, so that is it for the highlighter. And I must say, it looks pretty amazing. Alright guys, 2 more steps. Or 3 more steps technically. So now what you want to do is you want to take a eyelash curler, and I am using the Tweezerman eyelash curler. It's just one I found at Walgreens. I just need a quick eyelash curler that can get really fast. We're going to take this. You want to go ahead and just put it right at the top of your eyelashes and go ahead and just clamp down. Now if it's painful, stop. You don't want to be pinching your skin. You just want to be just curling your eyelashes. That's all you need to do. And just give it a good clamp a couple times, leave it on there, then take it off. Alright, now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and go in with our mascara, and we are going to be going in with the Voluminous Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. This stuff is amazing, and I'm pretty sure I have Blackest Black. So you just want to kind of like dab off the tip, because sometimes there's some extra product on the tip and you don't want to end up getting it on your skin. So just take it and just start brushing it through your eyelashes. And again, the same thing with this. You don't want to be going hard because then you're just going to be getting it all over your eyelid. Now you don't want to be going at your eyelashes too much because you don't want them to end up just crumbling off because you have too much product on there. So just kind of go through them a couple times. Don't go through them too much. You don't want it to get all clumpy and nasty looking. Alright, so just as a tip, if you end up getting some mascara on your skin, don't try to wipe it off right away because you're just going to smear it because it's not actually dried. Let it dry down. And once it's dried down, you can take a Q-tip, or personally I like taking my ponytails, and you just want to go and just slightly rub it and it'll just make it just crumble off and you'll be good to go. Other than that, one last touch, because I'm extra and I'm really feeling the glossy look, so I'm taking my lip gloss. It's the Plumping Serum by Hard Candy. I'm going to be taking this and just look at that. Alright, you guys, this is the finished look. But good luck. Learn, watch videos, test yourself. And after you wear, what you can do is after you wear makeup during the day, at the end of the day, since you're going to take your makeup off anyway, you can go ahead and test makeup then before you take off your makeup. So if you want to try doing a wing liner, who cares if you mess up? You're going to take off your makeup anyway. Go ahead and test it then. So you can try to learn and try to learn new things. But wait, I'm sorry. Setting spray. After you're done with your makeup, you always want to set it. You're going to set it in place. It's going to let it kind of melt into your skin to make it look more like your skin. We all know it's not, but it's going to make it look more like your skin. And I am going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray. Usually you want to use this before you put on your mascara because sometimes it kind of makes it bleed. A classic me forgot. And that's all you gotta do, and just kind of just let it sit, let it marinate, get it all over your hair like me. Now, the finished look, I gotta say, Ipsy, you did good. I am loving the highlight, loving the lipstick. It looks nice. This is the finished look, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a test, try it out yourself, learn. Again, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. If you love me that much, you can also click that little bell so it notifies you when I upload new videos. Because you love me so much, why not, you know? Might as well. But again, thank you for watching. Have an amazing week. Deuces.